Today I was doing a lot of thinking. In retrospection, I realized that there are places and spaces where greatness is just not allowed. I remember that there's a particular individual that after writing matric, they asked me, because I had passed really well, I was amongst top achievers, I was in rank 7, right? And they asked me, have you applied, and what institution did you apply to? At the time, I wanted to be a nurse, by the way, but currently I studied analytical chemistry. But at the time, I wanted to be a nurse. And I said to the person, I want to be a nurse, and I did apply to a nursing institution. And mind you, I got admitted to that nursing institution, but upon receiving an acceptance letter, I showed it to my sister, and I told her I am not happy. I was so sure that I wanted to be a nurse up until I received that acceptance letter from the institution that now everything is done, I should pack my bags and go to school. Something in me just told me that, you are not happy. Yes, you want to be a nurse and all of that, but I don't think this is the right choice. And so I took a gap year. I did not go to school. And this person asked me, so what do you want to be? What institution did you apply to? I said, no, I want to be a nurse. And I was accepted in this. I mentioned the school, but then I did not go. And the person was like, why? I said, because upon receiving this acceptance letter, I could tell that I'm not happy about that admission, and so I did not want to betray myself, continue doing something that I can tell that I do not want to do anymore. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore options of studying outside the country. The person literally said to me, yo, I study outside the country, why? With that, condescending tone that, hi Marayo, like bata, and and I was there thinking, what do you mean gay bata? And it was at that time that now in retrospection I realized, well, there are certain people, certain spaces and environments where you being great is a problem. You being great, you're gonna be called names simply because of that. It's either way bata, or you're full of yourself, or who do you think you are? It's just rubbing people off the wrong way. That wasn't only the incident. This one is so recent. I don't want to give a lot of details. How will I put it? Let me just say, in my previous employment, I won't mention anything besides that. In my previous employment, I got there, right? And we're having a conversation with us colleagues. I remember it was in the morning, and literally like cups of tea. We are talking, and I mentioned genuinely so that, my mentor said this. I could see the shift in that. I could see the energy change. I could see, that look that people give each other when they are signing to each other and all of that. And indeed, even though I caught it at that moment, I tried dismissing it. But after that, there were talks. She has a mentor. And look, if you are somebody who bro, a mentor is not much of a big deal, yeah, but so it's only those people who can't even dream for themselves, who do not understand, or you having a mentor, it's not like you're gloating or you being beastful. It's like, got a mentor, it's like just the person who has perhaps walked a certain journey that you want to walk, and maybe look up to, and then you have conversations with them from time to time, like, what is the problem with that? And at the time, I thought the problem is me. I thought maybe I shouldn't have said that, maybe. But then I just realized, oh no, man. They're just spaces where you are just not allowed to be great. You can't talk about what your dream car is. You can't talk about, and I'm telling you, if you're in that space, if you're in that environment, please run for your life. Again, there's spaces where when you get in and you speak English, people genuinely get annoyed. They're gonna ask you, why are you speaking English? I'm like, because it's a language. The same manner that I can speak Sesotho, it's a language I want to. The same manner that I can swap and speak isiZulu. Kandi, what's going on? So me speaking English is that much of an intimidation to you, because you can't, when you think small of yourself, and automatically you think people who are speaking English want to prove a certain point, like, what's going on? Okay, does this happen to me only, or can you guys relate? It's just so weird. It really is so weird. So if you're in that space, run for your life. Never look back, because I promise you, If you keep reducing and reducing and adjusting, you're going to leave that environment not even recognizing who you are. So you have two options. Either if it's a situation or a space that you can't just leave because you have obligations, or maybe it's your workspace currently or whatever, toughen up, babes. Toughen up and stand your ground and do you and do whatever that you want. But if it's a space that you can be able to exit, please exit. I promise you, you won't lose anything. Just exit. Yo. Hey,